Hayworth, enchanting, restless, iconic. Welcome to Born to Act, the podcast that explores the lives and careers of the icons who have shaped the history of cinema. Tonight, we travel back in time to the golden age of Hollywood to tell the story of a woman whose dazzling beauty and talent made her a legend, Rita Hayworth. If we were to define Rita Hayworth in 3 words, they might be enchanting, restless, iconic. 3 words that encapsulate the essence of a complex diva, a love goddess who made the whole world dream on screen, but who, in her private life, knew deep turmoil. Born Margarita Carmen Cancino on October 17, 1918, in Brooklyn, New York, her destiny seemed already written. The daughter of Spanish dancers, Eduardo and Volga Hayworth, little Margarita began to dance almost before she could walk. Her father, a stern and authoritarian man, put her into show business from a very young age. At just 12 years old, she was performing dance numbers with him in nightclubs in Mexico, presented as his wife to evade American child labor laws. A stolen childhood, marked by physical and psychological abuse that would leave indelible wounds. Her arrival in Hollywood was not immediate. Initially, with her black hair and Latin looks, she was relegated to small, exotic roles. It was producer Harry Cohn of Columbia Pictures who saw her potential and decided to transform her. Margarita became Rita. Her father's surname was replaced with her mother's, Hayworth, and a painful process of transformation began. Electrolysis to raise her hairline, strict diets, and a new hair color, a flaming red that would become her trademark. Thus, Rita Hayworth was born. Her rise was unstoppable. Films like Blood and Sand and The Strawberry Blonde established her as one of Hollywood's brightest stars. But it was in 1946 that she definitively entered the collective imagination with the role of Gilda. The scene in which she, wrapped in a black satin dress, removes a glove while singing "Put the Blame on Mame" is one of the most iconic in cinema history. Gilda was seductive, provocative, but also vulnerable. In that character, the public saw the love goddess, a label that would stick with her for the rest of her life. Behind the glitz of Hollywood, however, hid a deeply insecure woman who yearned for love. Her 5 marriages, all of which ended in divorce, are a testament to this. Among her husbands were powerful and fascinating figures, like the cinematic genius Orson Welles and Prince Ali Khan. Welles, who directed her in the film noir The Lady from Shanghai, said of her, "She was one of the shyest women I have ever known," a statement that clashes with her public image, but reveals the deep dichotomy between the diva and the woman. Her marriage to Prince Ali Khan took her away from Hollywood, making her a real princess. But this dream, too, soon shattered. The last years of her career were marked by a slow decline. Alcoholism, financial problems, and a disease that at the time did not yet have a name, Alzheimer's, began to take their toll. Her memory, once infallible, began to fail her on set. She was one of the first public figures to be diagnosed with this terrible disease, and her condition helped to raise public awareness. Her daughter, Princess Yasmin Aga Khan, has dedicated her life to supporting Alzheimer's research in honor of her mother. Rita Hayworth passed away on May 14, 1987, at the age of 68. She left us a legacy of unforgettable films and an image that defies time. She was the embodiment of Hollywood glamour, but also a woman who fought against her demons, against an industry that created and consumed her, and against a disease that stole her memories. Enchanting, for her beauty and her talent for dance; restless, for her troubled personal life and her constant search for a love that always seemed to elude her; iconic, for creating unforgettable characters that have entered the history of cinema. Rita Hayworth was not just a star, she was a symbol of an era, a woman who made generations dream, but whose story reminds us that even behind the brightest spotlight, there are often shadows and fragility. You've been listening to Born to Act. Until the next episode, with another great story from the world of cinema. Thank you and see you soon.